A very good morning class and welcome back after the vacation. Some informations before I begin today's class. Firstly, that you will be happy to know that we are going to start with a new software, a new app, that is Microsoft Team app. This would be a better app what we are using at the current level, that is Zoom app. This would be a better platform wherein you can have a better view, better clarity, or you would be having many other features which are not there in the Zoom applications. So for that, everyone's mobile number is required to be registered. So it is mandatory for everyone. We teachers have been sending the messages with regards to your contact details, that you should update your contact details. If there is any change from your side, you can just message us. Even if there is no change, you can just message us your name, class, roll number, section and your mobile number. These 5 things should be sent to us on each class teacher's WhatsApp group. Okay, like I am a class teacher of class 5B. My children, my students will send their details to me. Everyone should do it. And make sure that you do it at the earliest. Okay. Second is, before the vacation we had some of the holiday homeworks, in which one of the homework was to have a test after the vacation. But just today is the first class that we are beginning with. So today itself will not have the test. Coming Saturday, that is on 26th of June 2021, I have planned a test for you all of chapter number 5, Fundamental Rights and Duties. I repeat, chapter number 5, Fundamental Rights and Duties. You will have a class test of this on coming Saturday. Okay. Third is, we are going to begin with today a new chapter, that is our government. Our government. This would be our new chapter for the day, that is chapter number 6, our government. We will see the brief structure of the government, how does the government functions, what are the basic responsibilities which are given by the constitution to the government, and how does it function with the help of different ministries or different portfolios, different groups of ministries who work under the system and formulate the plans and policies and implement at the ground level. So before we understand how the government is categorized, we need to understand from the Indian context, from the India point of view, that in our country, the government is called as democratic form of government. Indian government or India is called as democratic country. Now what does the word democratic form of government means? We say that Indian government is a democratic form of government. So what does a democratic form of government means? Democratic form of government means that people have the right to cast their votes, people have the right to choose their leaders or representatives who can function together and make their best effort for the welfare of the country. So democratic form of government basically says that people have the right to cast their votes, people have the right to elect their leaders and representatives who can actually work for the development of the country. So democratic form of government includes everyone. It believes in grouping everyone so that everyone can together put their efforts in the development of the country. Next is UAF. What does the word UAF stand for? That is Universal Adult Franchising. Universal Adult Franchising. Now, Universal Adult Franchising says that throughout the world, all the citizens who are 18 or 18 above have the right to cast their votes. Means the moment you turn 18 or above 18, you are given a power to choose a leader to cast your vote. So this is a big right as far as the democratic form of government is called, because with the rights you can cast your vote and you can choose the leader. Okay, so that is why Universal Adult Franchising talks about that the person who turns 18, a citizen who turns 18, can cast their vote and choose their leaders. Because 18 is believed to be a mature age wherein you can think and take a conflict decision or a respective decision which should include everyone, which should work for the welfare of everyone. The third is, how is the government categorized? How is the government categorized? The government is basically categorized into two different units. One is the central government, the other is the state government. The government is basically categorized into central government, which is taken care by the Prime Minister and the President. The central government is taken care by the Prime Minister and the President, who sits in the state capital of the country. That is, in our case, it is in Delhi. Delhi is the place wherein the Prime Minister and the President sits. Prime Minister is believed to be the head of the Council of Ministers. Prime Minister is the head of Council of Ministers. Means there are different ministries who are working under the guidance of the Prime Minister. Like Defense Minister is there, Education Minister is there, Health Minister is there. These all ministries together look up to the decisions of the Prime Minister. Whereas President is the one who is set to be the constitutional head of the country. Now, constitutional head means the constitution has given the power to the president to be the head and the first citizen of the country. If a question is asked to you, who is referred as first citizen of a country, you can say that it is the president who is said to be the first citizen of the country. Now, president is the one who actually study the constitution, or according to the constitution, he frames rules and rights. The moment he puts his underwritings or he signs a document, that becomes a legal document or that becomes a law. That becomes a law which every person, every government organization, every individual has to follow. So, moment a document is signed, it becomes a law, and on the basis of that law only, the Prime Minister functions and his Council of Ministers and the citizens function. The next is state government. State government head is basically the Chief Minister and accompanied by the Governor. Next is the houses, the Parliament. How it is categorized? It is basically categorized into Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha is called as the lower house of the Parliament, whereas Rajya Sabha is called as the upper house of the Parliament. As far as number of seats are concerned, in Lok Sabha, total number of 545 seats are there, out of which 543 plus 2, this is the sub-categorization, 543 plus 2. Plus 2 is basically a reserved seat for the Anglo-Indian community. Anglo-Indian community. Whereas in Rajya Sabha, out of 245, the bifurcation is 233 plus 12. The 12 are the special nominated cases which are chosen directly by the President of the country. Those 12 persons are those people who have played a prominent role or who have contributed in the country's name and fame, in the development. They are chosen directly by the President of the country. One more topic that we will be covering in this unit or in this chapter, chapter number 6, is the judiciary system of the country. How is the judiciary system categorized? See, it is basically sub-categorized into 3 different forms. One is at the district level, district forum, at the state capital level, High Court, and at the highest level, at the Supreme Court, which is in the central capital of the country, that is in Delhi. So there are 3 forums through which a person can get a justice, through which a person can apply for justice, and his verdicts are reserved at every level. If he is not satisfied, he can move to the higher courts. Like if you don't feel satisfied with the verdict, with the judgment, you have the right to move to the High Court. Even at High Court, if you don't feel that the justice has been done to you, you can challenge it in the Supreme Court. And whatever verdict, whatever decision that the Supreme Court gives, since it is the highest court of the country, it becomes the final. So this is all that we are going to study. I request everyone to kindly send me your details, especially class 5B I am talking about. You send me your details, all the people who have not sent, all the persons who have not sent, kindly do it at the earliest. Thank you, class.